Wait a minute.
Okay, recording.
Okay. Start with the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America,
Flag
to
of
the republic for which it is,
to the
one nation, under God,
nation, under
indivisible,
God,
with liberty and justice for
indivisible,
all.
with liberty and justice for all.
Got one done. All right. I need approval of the minutes from the March 9th meeting.
Oh, I'm supposed to get you one by one, so let's start at the top. Peyton?
You want to vote in favor or you want a resolution?
We're gonna need a motion in a second.
Wait a minute, I need a motion, right?
Your motion.
In a
Yeah.
second.
Motion.
Okay.
Second.
Second?
I'll second it.
Okay. First and second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed?
I wasn't
Okay,
there,
Pat.
so I can't vote.
Hearing none, so I guess it's all in favor, unanimous.
All right.
Highway Superintendent, are you ready to give us a report?
I am.
All right.
It was kind of a short month. Called some pressure for our summer road work. Installed some new tires on our 2002 Sterling 10-wheeler. We had to patch a crossover pipe on Kelly's Corners Road. We're waiting for the good time to replace it. We did have some plowing and we spread some crusher on Six Corners Road because there was a section of holes we covered it all up. Around the coal patching and regular maintenance on equipment. I've been still going out and checking roads and everything and addressing issues that come up. So the guys are available if I need them.
You talked to Susan today?
Yes.
Did you?
Yeah.
I got an email from them. They got like oh god, it's like $300,000 worth of stuff ready to go there. But Susan said some of it was wrong, so they were gonna redo it and send it back to them, tell them to get it right or something like that. So.
Yeah, they wanted to take out what they had in there for a fee for their services, which we've already paid. FEMA tried to slide something in there. They would have shorted us like $3,000, so she was going to resubmit it.
Anyway, yeah, it sounded like they were on them, whatever they was.
Yeah.
So yeah,
There's a couple of them coming up.
there's four. They gave me four. They told me don't sign them until they run it, get them worked out right or something. So,
Right.
but I added it up there. It's like $300,000 for all of it. So.
Right.
Good chunk of change. So.
Yes.
You could use it. So anyway, yeah. So that's kind of in process. Soon, next day or two, it'll get it submitted, or they'll tell me to submit it. I don't know how it's going to work. Either way, it's going to go in. So.
Right. That's all I have. I don't know if anyone's got any questions for me.
Any questions for Jeff?
Nope.
How are you guys doing being off?
Well, I've called the guys in once when we needed to do stuff. I mean, they're right there when I need them. Mike got some hand sanitizer, and I've got some masks coming because there's a few jobs we've got to get done, and trying to coordinate it so we got one guy in each piece of equipment, so they're not really hanging out arm in arm or anything. So we're just going to do some of the stuff that we've got to get done We've got a short work season and we're getting shorted.
It's getting shorter.
Okay, so even with the essential services that, the governor has limited everything to essential services. Even when doing that, you have to, do your best to maintain the, 6 feet apart. And if you can limit one person to a piece of equipment or vehicle, that'd be great. And then masks and wipes, like Clorox wipes, stuff like that you can do in the town vehicles on the steering wheels and stuff like that.
Right,
That's probably about all you can do.
right. Yeah, I plan on having that all in place before we get doing anything.
Perfect.
Jeff,
Have you, go ahead.
Did you get N95s or surgicals? Basically, are the homemade fabric ones acceptable or useful for you?
We aren't allowed, we can't get the M95s. We got the next lower grade because they're taking all the N95s for the medical staff. So we're getting the next down from there.
So Jeff, who is supplying those?
I'm getting them through a company called Commercial Maintenance Supply.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is that what the other towns are using as well?
I believe that's the only thing they can get. There's none available around here. And I spoke with my sales lady a couple weeks ago and got them ordered. I figured we wouldn't be able to find them, and they came in. So she's shipping them out.
All right.
I talked to Melissa Taylor's gang there, emergency management, and they got M95s on order, but they're not there. They think if they do get them, they're going to just get one box for the whole county, so it'll be thin. But they're going to have somebody's going to make a bunch there, and they're going to get them down to us like today or tomorrow now. They gave us a bunch of washables, so you can use them and you wear them, and then you throw them in the washer. We got a washing machine there. We can wash those and reuse them.
Right.
So I think I might be able to get them tomorrow. So they're gonna get I don't know, like 20, 25 of them, I hope, and we can use those, I guess, till we get something better. So
Yeah, let me know.
yeah, as soon as I get them, I'll get my hands on them. I'll get them down to you.
Would it be helpful to try to enlist folks to make some for you guys?
I don't know what is acceptable for us. I mean, anything better than nothing. But if Mike's getting
I'll see if I can get some folks and I'll see if I can make some, because even having something handy would be helpful.
right.
There is no specific requirement because of the lack of availability of the 95 ones. So there is no specific requirement of the type of mask that has to be used.
Okay.
The CDC
They
has
just
a few
recommend that
recipes.
you not use something that you can see through.
Right. I saw one of the tests there where you put the mask on and you hold a lighter in front of you, and if you can blow it out, put another layer on.
That's a good idea. And if you can see light through it, you don't want to use it either.
Right. Right.
Okay. Anything else for Jeff?
No.
Hearing none, we'll go down to Leslie.
Okay. Town clerk. Licensed 23 dogs in March. And let's see, took in $704.50. 543 was remitted to supervisor. And total amount of tax monies taken in was 1,974,378.67 cents. And we paid off the county a few days ago. Guess that's it. And I did deliver the taxes to the county last Monday. That's it.
All right. So this side. Hearing none, I guess we'll go down to committees. Bill, you got anything?
No, I do not have anything.
Okay. Brayden?
Nothing this evening.
All right. Jeffrey, you got anything?
I got something to talk about. There's a variance request up that needs to be processed. And as far as the planning board, there most of them, not most of them, but half of them want to have a formal meeting required in person. That doesn't, my thoughts are, that doesn't mean they couldn't meet like we're meeting tonight and have this meeting regarding the yay or nay on this variance request. When you look at it in the long run, okay, 1 month to do that, another month to do that, what's going to happen after that month if they don't meet? The billing season is going to be almost over with. Well, just getting really going. You see where I'm going? So I'm looking for thoughts from the rest of the board member if we want to task the planning board to have a meeting similar to ours. And Jason or Jeffrey could be the leader. What do you say?
Well, they are
Are
certainly
they open
allowed
to
to
do that?
like this.
Understand you.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Was Deb, did you have something?
No, I was just asking if they were on board with doing something like that, meeting like that.
Okay.
I think they've
They can do it without all showing up at, without having a regular meeting. They can do a meeting just like this, or you could also do a meeting where you have someone at the office like we do tonight and have it as like a conference call. That's another way to do it. They do not have the public hearing requirement. The public hearing is with the town board. So that's the one that gets a little bit more difficult to do. But we were discussing that earlier today, how to go about doing that, which we should be okay to do by the time the next monthly meeting rolls around.
It will be.
Anybody else?
Really, there's no reason to have everybody together in the same room if you don't have to
I agree.
So hopefully, I'd be happy to talk to the chair of the planning board or any of the planning board members about how to go about this. So it can be done this way.
The conference, as long as the affected neighbor has provided a letter of support, would be sufficient to get it after chats with the chairman.
Sure. I mean, that can be part of what gets referred to the town board, but then it's the town board where we'll have the public hearing requirement.
Yeah, we're the ones that got to hold the public hearing.
So, and that is really going to come down to, most of that is going to be, we can do that with a situation like this. We just have to basically invite the public to take part in this WebEx meeting and give them in the notice, have it all set up. So the information of how to get into this meeting is provided in the notice. And that's the notice that goes in the paper. That's the one that goes on our website. That's the one that gets mailed to the neighbors. So as long as we follow that procedure to now comment, then we're fine.
Great.
So how do we approach the planning board?
Well, what's their I don't know what their regular meeting night is.
Last Thursday of the month.
Last Thursday of the month? Okay.
Fourth
So,
Thursday of the month, I'm sorry, fourth Thursday of the month.
okay.
It's the last.
Oh, yeah, sometimes there's 5. Fourth Thursday of the month, yeah.
Well, somebody could, give them a call and say that we expect to try to keep things moving as we can. And, let them know what's available to conduct a meeting. It might take something like this from the clerk's office to host, the meeting just as you're doing for the town board.
Well, that's why I was hoping that would be part of the scheme.
Yeah, that's probably the best way to do it. And, because then, then you don't have the planning board members personally having to host it, that it is through the town. It can be recorded, and then the town can ensure that it's recorded properly and everything goes the way it's supposed to go. And I'd be happy to talk to them prior to, and I would probably be available, for the meeting itself. So this does have 5, there are 5 Thursdays in April. So if it's the last Thursday, it's April 30th. And I can certainly take part in that meeting as well.
Well, that would be very helpful. In between you and Leslie, you could precipitate this or propagate it.
Sure.
Leslie?
Yep.
Okay. Good. I'm done.
Jeffrey, all right. Debbie, you got anything?
Well, I just sent out all of the ambulance information, so if anybody had any questions, and it didn't look like anybody did, so unless you guys want me to get in touch with the ambulance and see how they're doing or whatever. I guess that's a no.
I know, I get it all there, so I'm good with it. It's pretty cool. We get $400 about every 3 or 4 days. This is a lot better than it used to be. I like that, but the only trouble is somebody's having a bad day if we're making money. That's sad, but
Yeah, I know.
We just got a bill from MedX. I don't know if that goes to the town or does that go to the ambulance? Do they have their own? No, it goes to the town, doesn't it? We got a bill.
for what?
What kind of bill?
$800 from MedX.
Oh, that's the or isn't that our yearly
Yeah,
joint or something
that's
like
their
that?
charge for doing billing.
Yeah, we probably gotta pay that. Talk the fire department first, but I think we gotta pay that.
Leslie?
Yeah.
Does it say on the bill what it's for?
Oh, there's a few pages of details. I just grabbed it from the mail today, so it's in the vault right now.
Yeah, I must have got
All right. Okay.
it. Yeah, I got a feeling that's our every 2 years we gotta pay that or something like that. I don't think it's every year. It's every 2 years.
Yeah, but we need to know if that's what it says, if it's for the billing or not, but
Right.
you can check that
Yeah,
when you go to the office.
I don't say let's go pay it. No, we gotta find out what it's for first. Yeah, let's see what it's for.
Yeah.
Well, that would be in next month's vouchers.
Yeah.
Right. It'll be next month. You see it again. See it. Yeah, we'll check it out. And see what it is. Before we actually want to pay it.
That's all I have.
All right, down to me. I don't know. First thing, I guess the only thing I guess is resolution for the sewer hookup. Yes, for the I guess it's gonna be a Dollar General there, 2 doors down from where we are. We're moving along with.
You don't know that it's a Dollar General though, right?
They haven't said it officially, but I'm pretty sure it is. How's that?
All we know is that there's a company that's buying the property to put up a building. Right?
Right. Working with Pat and I are working with Deanna Hyde or whatever. I think it's her same name. She's out of Alabama there. And she's the front person there. She goes and secures the lot, land and all that, and lines up the sewer and the water and all that kind of stuff there. Then they have a crew come in and actually put it up.
And that's what the resolution is about. We I put together. The resolution is authorizing the supervisor to together with these people. What they provided so far is not really sufficient to do an easement with, to do real estate transfer documents that can be recorded with the county. You just don't have enough specifics on it. So I prepared the resolution to keep things moving forward if that's what the board wants to do. But otherwise, it would be a work in progress and trying to get more information from them so we can have some specifics about where on the town's property this sewer line would be. So, but that's what the resolution is about.
So Pat, is what you're saying is that this is the only part that they can move forward on at this point?
I'm sorry, I did not follow.
I don't know if I understand it either. So we're just approving the go ahead with this sewer line.
So from where their is located, in order to have the building, they have to hook into the sewer line. In order to hook into okay, and so there is currently a manhole in the, I guess it would be the exit. I think most people we
exit driveway. Yeah.
enter to the south on the south driveway, and we exit on the north driveway. And this manhole is in the north driveway, and it's very close to the roadway. Now they're going to, and there's either a ditch or a pipe on our on the town's property. There's a pipe that runs, underground for runoff. But it's a ditch to the north. Their sewer line run on the east side of the ditch, and they would put a new manhole there, and then run from that manhole to the existing manhole. The existing manhole would be on the west side of the ditch, where the ditch would be. So it's coming along, away from the roadway, running south along 96, to a point, and then connecting to the manhole closer to the road. The town actually has very little involvement other than allowing a pipe to be placed underground on the town's property.
They're gonna dig up our driveway. The village owns the manhole. It's not ours. The village owns the manhole. They're just gonna dig up our driveway to get to that manhole. I negotiated with them a little bit there. They're gonna toss in some blacktop and a paver. Maybe we can do our driveway as well. So we got a few bonus points.
My only question is to follow up with what Pat was saying, is that that's about all we have to do with this building being put there, because they've already purchased the land and everything from the village. Is that right, Pat?
I don't know that they were purchasing it. I don't think the village owns it.
You're in the village, though.
in the village,
no,
they need their building approvals from the village, but not from the town. The town is just,
Right.
whether or not the sewer
So,
line.
but they bought the house already?
I don't know that for sure.
I don't think it's gone through. They're in the process, but
Then how can we approve them putting in a sewer line then?
it's in process.
They don't- Well, if they don't even own the property, how can we do that?
We're just granting
No
the,
impact.
What?
What difference does it make who owns it?
Well, why would you spend a lot of money putting in a sewer line if you, I mean, where's it gonna go?
It's their problem.
all we're doing is granting access to, and
Or to get to the manhole, basically, yeah. Just gain access to that manhole that we don't own.
I've dealt with these people before. I can assure you if they're this far along, it'll go. I've actually worked for the Broadway group in the past, and if they're this far along, it'll happen.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of.
All right, anyway, that's all I know about this manhole, like, since the sewer business, I guess. Yeah, but like Brady said, they seem pretty hot to trot on this, and, I think they're waiting on the closing of the house just because the county clerk she's down to just herself in there now. Nothing's going very fast right now. I think it's just a matter of getting this corona thing out of the way and get back to full staff there, and then the county clerk is gonna go along a little quicker, but, she's a one-man band up there, and she's gotta take care of the whole county. It's just not happening fast. That's what's slowing them down now. But I talked to Deanna too, and they realized other projects are slowing down now just because of this Corona thing. So, they realize it's going to take a little more time, but they still want to get it going there. And the original plan was to be open by August, so that's going to be definitely pushed back now. But, they want to move along.
It doesn't take them very long to build that building. I've seen them go up before.
Yeah, and once they get going, once they get there.
It happens pretty fast.
Yeah, she said they want to pave the driveway and do our driveway first. That's the first thing they want to do. And then they build the building later, or that's the next step or something. They want to do the driveway first, she said.
Well, they have to buy the property first.
Yeah, there's some things they got to do first. Like I say, she's in the charge of setting this all up. So, that's what it is. Yeah, that's about all I got, I guess. I don't know. It's kind of business as usual here. Business is slow as usual. Moving on, Pat, you got anything down to attorney? You got anything, Pat?
Just that we are, again, the whole, we have the ongoing matter of, Mr. Gutman and Mr. McKeska down there. I was able to get the town board meeting transcribed, and we did that through, actually, Barry's mother-in-law did that. After the last meeting, they approached me, because we discussed needing a transcript. They approached me afterwards. I gave her a call. It actually worked out very well. And part of the bills is I've submitted a request for reimbursement for everything involved with that. But that litigation remains ongoing. The courts, all shut down. They're starting to get going again, but I haven't heard So the transcript has been received, it's been filed with the court, it's been distributed to all the other parties. And there is probably going to generate another flurry of paperwork here shortly. And then the court will, rule on right now, the paperwork was filed. We made a motion to dismiss. He wanted to review the transcript before deciding the motion to dismiss. So we're waiting on the court's response, where that is technically. So we might know, actually, I would expect I would hear something before our next meeting. If I hear anything from the court, I'll get an email around to everybody. Keep you up to speed on what's happening with that. So, but other than that, that's what's happened in the last month.
Okay. Yes.
Yes.
No, I don't.
Did somebody have something?
No, I said, I just asked if anybody had a question for you. I don't hear anything, so it must be there's none. So everybody's happy. All right, put on resolutions. I need approval of resolution for sewer hookup. We just discussed.
Moved.
I would second that.
Second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed?
Me.
You opposed? Deb, do you oppose?
I am,
Okay.
just because.
All right. 3 yeas and 1 nay. It's still passes. Supervisor's income and expenditure report. That's the next one I need a motion for.
I make a motion to pay the expenses, supervisor expenses report.
Income and expenditure report. The report, Deb. It's the report.
What?
It's just the report.
Oh,
I'll take the motion though. I just need a second.
okay, take the motion. I can't hear all of this, so I'm sorry.
I'll second it.
Okay, all those in favor say aye.
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 Anybody opposed? None. I need approval of the highway report. Yeah,
So moved.
Second.
I'm just gonna second. All those in favor say aye.
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 Anybody opposed? None.
First and seconded that,
Oh,
Hey, Deb.
made the motion.
was Bill
I made the
You
motion.
made the motion.
made the motion? Deb seconded. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Town clerk's tax collector's report. Need a motion.
Make a motion. So move.
Deb made it. I need a second.
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 Bill got in there first. All in favor say aye.
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 Anybody opposed? None. The code enforcement officer's report.
I'll make a motion.
Needs a motion. Need a second.
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 Brayton or I guess Brayton beat her. Brayton beat Deb.
Yeah, that's
All
fine.
all in favor say aye.
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 Anybody opposed?
Aye.
Hearing none. Control officer's report.
What?
Control officer's report. One dog he had to pick up.
I'll
So move.
second.
Jeff and Debbie. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Hearing none. Board, nobody's in there yet, are they, Leslie? Nobody snuck in, did they?
Not that I've noticed.
All right, we won't worry about petitioners. Okay,
But we have a planning board meeting scheduled and a public hearing.
So schedule a public hearing for next board meeting at 7 o'clock. Is that what you want to do?
So moved if you need a resolution.
I don't know, do we need a motion? We've been through this before.
If you have the application, you might as well do it by motion to have the public hearing. What are the applicants involved?
Taylor.
Yep.
Taylor?
Jeff Taylor.
Have to be in touch as far as getting the public notices out with all the information about public participation for the public hearing. We'll have to get the information. We have to set up the meeting, through Webex, and then include the link in the public hearing notice.
Uh-huh. So you do want to schedule, the board does want to schedule a planning board meeting for April 30th. Correct?
23rd or 30th, I don't know, whatever one's.
It's supposed to be the fourth Thursday, isn't it?
Yeah, it's usually the.
I don't know, it's listed as the last Thursday.
Well,
Why don't you just check with the planning board and then schedule it?
Because they never respond.
It's their meeting. They should be.
Maybe they're not around.
The website says the last Thursday of each month at 7 p.m. as needed.
Or as needed, right?
Yeah. It's always the last Thursday.
yeah. Fourth Thursday.
Those are two different things, though.
Yeah, you're right, fourth or fifth.
Different than last Thursday. And actually, the fourth Thursday, I'm probably tied up. But I am available on the last Thursday of this month.
Fifth Thursday.
That settles it.
There you go.
All right, we're going the fifth, the last Thursday. We're going the last Thursday of April.
Meeting is scheduled for the board meeting for the public hearing. So my question
Oh,
is I'm working on the calendar. Should we plan for the public hearing on the next board meeting, which is May 11th?
via WebEx. Do I set it up?
Yes, we'll have to talk about this when we're getting the notices, have to get the notices together. But because we'll need the link right in the notice.
So it will be.
And I need to get those notices right out because we're supposed to let the neighbors know within 10 days of the
Right,
planning board meeting.
They gotta go quick. The planning board.
Well, there's.
Okay. We need any resolutions to do any of this, Pat, or will we just schedule it?
But the public hearing is for May 11th.
Correct.
It's for the town boards having the public hearing. So that's, it's okay. So that's what, 4 weeks.
So, but I know, but you wanted to let people know that there was a planning board meeting as well. I can send out a separate letter. Just a lot of mailings.
Yeah, that's all. I mean,
Alright.
all right.
Okay.
Well, Leslie, do you think anybody from the planning board is going to respond? You said that they never answer you.
Well, I've given them options before and I never seem to get any feedback.
Okay.
Well, keep us posted, will you?
If Pat can join in on April 30th, let's do it. Plus, we don't really have the time to let them know that it's 23rd.
We also don't really need to give them options.
Yeah.
The meeting is the 30th. It's going to be on WebEx. Here's the link.
Right.
See you then.
Be there.
We could do a test run.
Well, hopefully
You could
they will
schedule a
be.
test run like you did with this one to make sure their equipment is can do it and how to go about it. And that's what it's going to be. but I mean, the town board has these applications. And the planning board needs to, well, I guess they don't. In the land management ordinance, if they don't, there you go. There's my meeting information. I mean, ultimately, if they don't act at all, then it comes back to the town board with no recommendation. But I don't know. I think they want to be on the planning board and they want to have some input here, but I don't know that for
Some of
sure.
them already okayed it. But then Jeff said that half of them want to meet, so it's half enough.
They still need a quorum on to do this.
We'll set it up.
Okay. All right, everybody looked at the vouchers, I guess. The bills as presented?
So moved.
Bill says, second,
First, second. All right, all in favor, say aye.
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 Anybody opposed? Hearing none, I think we're done. We not?
So, Michael,
Anything else, Leslie? Oh, Deb, what do you need, Deb?
Mike,
Yep.
did you ask Pat about us signing the vouchers, the bills? Do we have to sign those?
He's gonna talk right now.
I mean, it would be simpler and more in line with keeping our distance from each other. To just respond by an email. If you receive the things by email, you can, approve or raise any objections by email as well. And actually, and it creates a record just like initialing the voucher does.
Okay,
Good.
The
Thank
real
you.
thing, the real thing that requires ink on paper is signing the checks. And that, and that can be
Yeah.
done, cycling through the clerk's office. You can do that at different times and you don't have to be together.
So, all done in Mike's kitchen usually.
Oh, there you go.
great, thank you.
Motion to adjourn.
I think we're all done, right? Pack it in.
Make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
All right.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 All right. Well, thanks for participating.
Oh, thank you, everybody, for doing it this way.
Our first
Thank you.
electronic